license card. I'm speeding now. We are back. I didn't upload yesterday. It was a very busy day when it came to driving. I drove everywhere yesterday. Drove her to school a bunch of times. Drove to go drop off a friend's charger, which was like not even on the same side of town. Then I had to drive back to her to pick her up. It was a busy day. I couldn't really vlog. I was gonna say vlog. I couldn't really do an episode. But that's no excuse. I should have done it. Excuse, Christian. So today we are discussing something very current in our lives, at least. When is it too controlling in a relationship? When are you being a douchebag? Yes, it is your turn. Okay, nobody else go because it is my turn now. Alright, sorry. Four-way stop signs. Nobody knows how to do them here. Nobody knows how to do them here in San Antonio. Hold on, I gotta crack my back. You probably shouldn't crack your back. Alright, let's stop.
In a girl's perspective?
Yeah, in a girl's perspective. In any perspective, I guess. Just, what do you think?
I don't know. Like, there's no, I guess, like, usually the guys are the ones that are controlling, or usually the girls are usually controlling. I'm not gonna say that, but in my experiences, usually it's the guys. And you I haven't lived, but like there was guys that they would like tell like my friends, like the girlfriends of them, and they would be like, you know, you can't hang out with him. Why are you hanging out with him? He's a guy, you know, like, or, you know, they would just like look down on everyone that they talked to. So the girls were getting shit every single day about just talking to like guy friends, and they just get tired of it, and then it gets to the point,
mate, sure, you don't know where you're going. Okay, sorry.
I guess it just gets to the point where like they're like, okay, well then I'm just gonna have girlfriends, and then they're just like ruining, you know, their happiness because they're limiting all like their friends and all that, you know.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, that's what I've experienced. Is usually like just the guys. You know, you can't. That's a guy. You know, why hanging out with all these guys? It's just because they're like self-conscious and like, stay with my girl and shit. I don't know.
For me, there's like some signs that are like, okay, it's getting controlling and I need to get ready to move on. And that's when either, you know, your significant other, whether it's a boy or a girl, if they try to tell you who you can and can't hang out with, and by that I mean like sometimes they don't even have to do it directly. Like sometimes they'll be like, well, you know, I don't really like that person. And like they have no reason to not like that person, right? So let's say like it's somebody they don't even really know, like they don't have a history with them or anything, and then they just tell you like, well, I don't really like that person. And it's like, well, why? You don't have a real reason to not like that person because you never even met them. So it's kind of weird. I mean, I can understand there's some situations where, like, let's say they have a friend who's like a hoe or notorious for stealing other people's man or girl, and then punch bugs.
Fuck! I saw it and I wanted to punch you.
But if they're notorious for doing that, then I can see where the person will be like, well, I don't like that person. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be hanging around her. And then you're like, you kind of have to come to terms with it. Like, you have to understand, not from just one side or the other. You have to understand both sides. Like, okay, well, how would I feel like if she had a guy or if he had a girl or whatever the case may be, that they're friend is notorious for just hooking up with whoever they want, or sleeping with whoever they want, like whatever the case may be. You have to be understanding, but also don't be like, what? Also don't be so quick to conclusions. Like, don't be so quick to be like, oh, well, they're just trying to control me, or oh, they're just trying to tell me. No, assess the situation, and oh shoot, I'm supposed to be on my right side. Oops, I'm that guy. 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 I'm that guy.
San Antonio drivers.
Oh, good gosh. He gave me a double thumbs up. But he went like this over his wheel. That was a pretty positive way to flick someone off. But anyways,
Good job, man.
It was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to be in that lane. It's my fault. I shouldn't be doing that crap. But anyways, he gave me a double thumbs up. Yeah, I mean, don't jump to conclusions. Be open-minded with the situation. And but honestly, if you know that your significant other has never met your friend and is like, I don't want you to hang out with them, or I don't have a good feeling about them, or and keep this in mind, this is also coming from experience, from shit that not only from shiz not only that. I'm not gonna lie, I've been childish and I've said some of these things because of just pure jealousy. But then, after those experiences, I grew up and I was like, why was I even like that? It was so stupid. Don't jump to conclusions, and know when you're being controlling. Don't act like, well, I just don't feel safe with guys talking to my girl or whatever. Like, whoever it is, if your significant other wants to cheat on you, they will cheat on you. There's no avoiding it. There's no way you can prevent it from happening. Like, I mean, if you're an adult and you're in the real world, let's say you're not in high school, or even if you are in high school, your person goes home to their family, and you go home to your family, like after school, you part ways. You don't know if she leaves her house and she goes and cheats on you, or if you leave from work and that person goes home and cheats on you. If they want to do it, they'll do it. You just the whole point of a relationship is to have trust in that person, and trust that they won't do those things. And if they do those things, then you drop them. It's as simple as that. I've seen so many people get cheated on and be like, oh, well, they changed from... No, that's bullcrap. Get out of here. They didn't change. They'll change for like a few months, maybe a year, and then go back to screwing somebody else. Like, if they want to do it, they'll do it. But there's no need to be controlling either, because like I said, it's gonna happen. If they want to do it, it'll happen. There's no way. And even if the more you control, and this is partially why she's out of her house, the more you control, the more that person is gonna want to do that thing. You know what I mean? It's like, the more that person's gonna want to be like, well, this person's trying to control my life and this person isn't, so, and I really like both of them, so I'm just gonna go with the person who's not trying to control my life. That's it. But yeah, that's what I am doing. There's no point in controlling, because you can't control it. It's inevitable. It'll happen.
You can't control it. But what if it's just like out of like...
Wait, you can? Did you say you can control?
You can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, like, what if it's not just like no one's going to cheat. Like, no one has that mindset. No one's like both of them are loyal. It's just the fact of like, I don't know how to say it. Like, you're jealous, or you're like uneasy, or I don't know how to explain. Like,
jealousy.
You're unsure. You're unsure.
Jealousy and being uneasy is okay in the first part of the relationship, but then after a while, if they haven't done anything, at least to your knowledge, then there's no reason for you to even feel like that anymore. There's no reason for you to even feel like that anymore. And if you still feel uneasy or like you still get really jealous, then maybe at that moment in time, a relationship probably isn't the best thing for you. I'm gonna be honest. It's not. I mean, I don't know. It's just not. Because how are you gonna have a good relationship that you can be committed to, but you always feel jealous or uneasy all the time?
Oh, okay. Is it like it's like like a new relationship, y'all are fresh? I mean, it doesn't mean that y'all are like going out for like a week already. It could be like more than that, but you know the other your partner's like friends. Like, not you don't have to know them, but I'm saying like understand who's who and like trust your partner when like they're saying like that's my friend and we've been friends for like the longest time. Like, you should literally respect them and believe them and yeah, like believe like that is just their friend and that's all they are to that person. You know, you should be able to, I mean, if they were more than that, obviously they were friends longer than y'all were going out, so they could have just gone out with them. I mean, I don't see what the confusion is with a lot of people, you know, making others like cut their friends, or you know, you make them like push their friends away more and more every day, and then you're just destroying your your partner's like friendship. And I mean, that's like the worst thing you could do, to be honest, is like take something like that away from someone, you know?
Yeah.
Just because you're jealous, or just because like you want that person to be like strictly just yours.
Oh, what the heck? Who leaves a car in the middle? Okay. There you go. Okay. We'll be back with this topic. Stay tuned. Okay. We're back. Sorry. Had to go pick up some medicine. But, I mean, I know somebody who isn't allowed to talk to boys, and then I know somebody who isn't allowed to talk to girls, and I'm just like so lost that they're still with that person, and I'm like, why? What are you? That's not a healthy relationship. It's just not. But it just depends on the person. I mean, I've had people come to me knowing their situation for me to just retell their own situation, and then they're like, yeah, I know that, and I'm like, so then why are you still with that person? And then they're just like, I don't know, I think I might break up with him. And I'm just like, well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's what that situation is. You can give them all the advice, but it's up to them whether they take your advice or not. And it's very frustrating because sometimes they keep coming to you with the same issue you've already discussed, and they don't take your advice. They just say that they're going to, or that they might, and then that's it. They just keep doing it. It's just harming them in their relationship. They don't realize it.
Okay, someone's getting out of their truck.
What the heck?
Oh.
Oh dang! What is it? What is going on?
Oh shit.
What's going on?
Oh shit! Get out of his way.
What's going on?
They have to push his truck.
Oh dang! Record this. People, even the dog. He still has the dog on the leash.
That's the truck. Yeah.
Where's the guy going? Oh dang, that sucks, yo. And then that random guy with his dog just helped. Dude, what a cool guy.
Cool guy.
Okay. Well, cool little action of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But well, there's the guy with his dog. Show the guy with his dog.
He's a homeless man.
Is he?
I think so.
Don't show his face.
There's a little basket over there.
But
See, that's awesome. Now I know that he. I don't know. This is a pretty cute dog. Look at they tug of war with this. Yeah, he's homeless. He has a cute dog. They tug of war with his leash. Yeah, even a homeless guy ran to them to help them. Like, come on, guys. Dude, that chick just, that was a gnarly spit, man. she just like cocked her head like pretty far out that window, make sure she didn't get on her car. It's pretty good.
That's funny. That's the topic for today. Thanks for watching. More. There's more. I'm like kind of out of it today.
I saw a really nice thing just now, okay?
Yeah.
We kind of lost track of everything.
Well, no, but I had a lot to get to. But yeah. So thank you for watching. Like it, share it, subscribe to me. Put the little bell thingy if you want to watch more. If you don't want to watch more, don't subscribe to me then, because then obviously you didn't like it. No, I'm just kidding. Subscribe, please. But no, all of you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Maybe not. Deuces.
One more song.